everybody. One of Wiisdom here, 1:34 in the morning, 7:11. Oh, thank heaven. There might be a light at the end of the tunnel. I made an update, a channel update video last night. I typically do those just with title slides, number one, so I can just focus on what I want to say, make sure I cover what I want to say, and get it done in the quickest manner possible, which is not and has never been my strong suit in most cases. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to have shotgun farmers going in the background and give a channel update. Now, the problem I have there, I'm on limited time, and so instead of recording the gameplay and then recording a standalone audio track of commentary of me doing the channel update to lay over the gameplay, I decided I'd just play the game and do the channel update at the same time. I think I could have pulled it off in Minecraft or something, probably a host of games less stimulating, maybe even Hidden Folks. Just clicking and, oh hey, we got something type of a thing. Shotgun Farmers, I just have too much fun with that game. And, even if you aren't, trying to just destroy everyone, you want to win. And so that was a horrible decision on my part. But like I said, it was kind of a byproduct of my predicament. And I got news today that as early as possibly Friday, things may get better. So basically waiting on a new roof. I think I mentioned a while back, skylights got knocked out. It's been a nightmare. And so maybe Friday, possibly Monday. So that's a little earlier than I was thinking, so that's always good. I will also say if I sound terrible or weird or something, I'm fine, I just can't breathe. And so today I cleaned a lathe in a station that is very dirty. And I can't breathe, and then you kind of get better, but then you shower and it makes it worse. I don't know how that is, but it's like the same way if I cut the grass. You're doing terrible, and then you kind of, stabilize, return to some normalcy. And then you shower, and like halfway through your shower, you just start sneezing. And it's lovely. So, and then I drink chocolate milk because I drink chocolate milk every night. I'm sure that doesn't help given the circumstances. And speaking of not helping, I've gotten some great feedback on Tidepool and which upgrade path to take. The problem is it's literally torn 50-50 just like I am, and therefore it's kind of like, yeah. It's almost the same as getting no feedback. While I appreciate it, what you hope for is like, 90-10 type of a thing, or even, like 60-40, but not 50-50. It's literally one person's like, oh, Aquamarine Raider, I took it, and oh, I took Secret Forces. Take Secret Forces, you'll love Secret Forces. I took Secret Forces and it sucked so much I reset to Aquamarine Raider. I took Aquamarine Raider first and I didn't like it at all, so I took Secret Forces. It's way better. When you get that mix, it's difficult to know what to do. Sometimes, if you ask like, man, I'm legitimately torn, what did y'all do if you've already gotten Tidepool? And if everyone is like Secret Forces, just don't even bother with this path, it's a joke. And then there's like one or two people that's like, oh, kind of like Aquamarine Raider or type of thing. I did have a couple, I think Wilmer, he and his family plays the game. And they liked both paths, so they went and got a second Tidepool. Which again, that doesn't really help someone 50-50, but it is somewhat promising in the light that the paths were both enticing to the point that you're willing to go out and pick up a second figure. So it's literally like a 50-50 split with this chick. So, yeah. So, you kind of think Breathing Halo is Secret Forces, Spyro 557 is Aquamarine Raider. So, when I have a situation where I'm torn on things, I like to go about it in a number of ways. I have to say, these attacks are pretty good, as is. I'm talking secondary Squid Toss and tertiary, the Whale Tail, or whatever they call it. What is that called? It wound up with Whale Breach. What was the first one? It was Whale Tail. Look at me go. So Whale Tail and Whale Breach. Whale Tail was just incredibly weak, but then Whale Breach made it way better. And of course, right here, here's the deal. throughout the history of Skylanders, I've genuinely been attracted to something along the lines of the top path here. Going back with Sonic Boom, Siren Griffin versus Media Griffin. I was interested in Siren Griffin. I take Siren Griffin. Series 2 Sonic Boom comes out, and she's got the baby Griffins with her, and I'm like, aha, this is my ticket to take Media Griffin. And you take Media Griffin, and despite me still, to this day, preferring Siren Griffin, I've done the research, I've done the numbers, I've run the tests. Media Griffin is the numerically superior path. It's kind of like with Double Trouble. You got Channeler and you got Conjurer. And I go top route with Channeler, and then Series 2 comes out and it has little minions. And you're like, hey, time for, Conjurer. And once again, numerically, it's the superior path. As of late here in Imaginators, the last, I don't know how many characters I've taken, the bottom path has been better. In my opinion. And so with that in mind, I also have to factor in my old school ideology here. I don't have speed, I don't have armor, nothing like that we can factor in, at least that I know of from these upgrades. So you have to look at it. I genuinely believe that the secondary attack, as is box stock, is sufficient. The tertiary attack I feel like could get better. The problem I've got is the primary attack doing 17 to 26 leaves a little bit to be desired. Coupled with that, what is Tidepool? She's water element. Apparently every young Portal master that plays the game loves the chick. I love her voice, I have to admit. I had her and Blastertron on the Portal, getting them both money for upgrades. And Blastertron said nothing the entire time. It's like he was the bashful robot. And then she would just back in the day, Hex would do she would just have that little sinister laugh, and then intermingled with that, every time she ate food in SSA, it was like she just had done it was the best cake anyone has ever had. It's pretty funny. If you haven't played in a while, go back and throw Hex on the Portal and have her eat some food, and you'll see what I mean. But I'm kind of at the point, I feel like the bottom path will probably wind up being better. Yet at the same time, old school ideology says, hey, it's already pretty good secondary and tertiary. The primary could use some work. This specifically addresses the primary, whereas this focuses on secondary and tertiary. The other thing you've got, aside from the water element, is she is a quick shot. And what do quick shots use? They use guns. You think the trigger happy comes to mind with this. The selling point here is really damage over time. She's got the charge shot, which, you can akin that to the Golden Yamato Blast. And I don't quite remember off the top of my head what the third one is. I think it's some combo after you do the charge shot. I feel like this is probably going to turn out to be better. But because she is a quick shot, and because I feel like the primary needs the most work, I guess I'll do Secret Forces first. And we'll see how it pans out. So hopefully it's not a situation where I really love this, and then I don't like Aquamarine Raider, and that makes me want to reset, because it sucks, 1, to get the money, and it sucks, 2, to go back and get the Sky Chi. The Sky Chi being my biggest thorn in my side in Imaginators. But anyway, let's grab this and hope it's good, but not as good as Aquamarine Raider, maybe. I don't know. Where are you, Skylander tutors? So anyway, we're going to get started with Squid Squabble. Squids from Squid Toss attack much more frequently. 1,700 is the price. This should be amazing because they're already attacking pretty dadgum. I mean, essentially, if you go back to the secondary attack, 22 to 33 on impact. Keep in mind you can have 2 at a time. And then they do 16 to 24 12 times. That's a lot of numbers right there. I mean, that's significant damage. So let's chuck one over here. Oh. That was only 14, wasn't it? Okay, this might take several attempts to count, but we're gonna go for it here. Okay, I think it was 14 times, but I feel like there were multiple times that the squids were hitting like 2 at once. Instead of just seeing 16, you would see 24 and 16 from the same hit, basically. So it's almost like instead of that doing 17, it does 17 and 17. So I feel like there's 14 hits, but I think that with some of those hits have multiple attacks tied in with them, if that makes any sense. Let's try it again. Yeah! I think that was 24. I'm pretty confident I counted that correctly, and I feel like it was 24, which would double things, and that's a logical conclusion to have. So let's come in here. What? Oh, that's a different... Okay, that's Grave Clobber. So, Squid Squabble. Squids still 22 to 33 on impact. 17... No. 16 to 24. I've got the primary stuck in my head. 24 times, which that's insane. That alone probably justifies taking this path, and I was afraid that would happen. So let's make sure you can still have 2. If they upped it to 3... Okay, it's only 2. But let's see again if we can get 24. I felt like that was 26. Let's try it once more. I felt like that was 26 as well. I'll count this one out loud. It's kind of tricky, but if you asphyxiate your eyes above the training dummies, you can count singular hits on one dummy 2 times, and then you can get like the 16 and 24 appearing over both of them. So I had 24 2 times, and now I've got 26 2 times. Either way, it's phenomenal. And 25 would be the average there, which is again ridiculous. But let's see. Let's count out loud. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26. I'm going to go with 26, so that's even better. That's more than double. That's phenomenal. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. And you have to realize, I'm only using 1 squid, so if we do this, it's like holy terror of the high seas. But I mean, you don't even have to fight when you do that. Granted, that is stationary. I think we haven't tested it. I don't assume the squids move around. The tentacles, I'm not sure on their range either. Breathe. It's, that alone basically, I feel, would justify the entire bottom path. So that's a good thing, and it's also a bad thing.
Provided you are satisfied with my credentials,
let's get to work.
She's got such a cool voice. Like I said, she's like a female jet vac of sorts. Anyway, 3's a pod. This should probably be amazing as well. Whaletail gets some more whale friends for a wider attack that does more damage. 2,200 is the price. Let's back out of here. Let's see if we get just the dorky 2 to 3. Oh, it's 4 to 6 now. Huh. Well, hey. They can't all be as good as the first upgrade, can they? Okay, what do the auxiliary whales do? Is it strictly 4 to 6? And then they just swim away? Or do they have like a grand finale? They don't seem to. Alright, let's count the duration that the little guys go. 6 seconds. Okay. This is an interesting one. So 3 is a pod. 3 whales at 4 to 6. Swim through, we'll call that. Big whale equals 27 to 41. Splash, and should be the exit splash as well. So up at 27, down at 27. Same thing. How did I word that last time? Tail slam, up and down. Okay, so 27 to 41, up and down. 2 small whales run 6 seconds at 4 to 6. Yeah, okay. So that's a joke. And I'm fine with that because the previous upgrade was phenomenal. But if you note, we've not increased the damage on Squid Squabble. It's still 22 to 33 and 16 to 24. This increased amazingly from 2 to 3 to 4 to 6. Yet the big whale, when it does the whale tail and splashes up and down, it's still 27 to 41. And that's what it was this entire time. Well, I mean, it did upgrade with Whale Breach, but it didn't upgrade here, and yet the swim through did. I don't understand it, but again, this is kind of just like a novelty is what I would consider it. Those 2 little miniature whales, I don't know what purpose they will serve you aside from maybe eradicate chompies type of a thing, or maybe distract an enemy. But the main action there is still the up and the down of the whale tail. From the main whale, the middle whale, the big whale, whatever you want to call the whale.
I think I can make these numbers work.
It's got such a cool voice. Alright. So, this is now a crucial, very crucial upgrade. Because this is honestly, I feel the same with 3s of a pod as I did with whale tail. It's just like, eh. Whereas Squid Toss, even though we didn't get an increase in damage numbers, the cumulative effect of that is just crippling. Absolutely crippling. And it fully overrides this in my opinion. If this was like a plus 40 armor back in the day, oh buddy, we found create a powerful whirlpool when using Whale Tail. So we will purchase that for 3K. And let's just throw it over here again. So I'm thinking it'll happen when it splashes down. It's amazing that all those fish can get out. Right? Are they crabs? They're crabs. Cool. They're lobsters or whatever. I eat steak and potatoes. Lay off. So, let's see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. 6 seconds of that. And what is that? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, so... Oh, the little guys attack! That's cool. That's very cool. It's, I don't know if it makes up for anything, but it's very cool. So, deep end, whale tail creates whirlpool for 6 seconds. Does, let's figure it out. Okay. Let's try this again. This is a nightmare to document. Okay, so flying crabs are 4 to 6, I guess. I don't know. Pinching crabs are 5 to 8, and how many hits roughly combined of that mess do we have? Like 30-ish? I don't know, that's just a crazy thing. Roughly 30 hits combined. If you want to pause the video and count it, feel free. I am not in the mood, honestly. What I'd like to do is try to calculate how many hits come from the whirlpool, but that's a nightmare. Well, that's lovely. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna call that good. If you really care enough about this upgrade to figure out the number of times it does, you know, damage, feel free to do so. We might actually have better luck with that upstairs, in all honesty, assuming it's not enough to kill a training dummy, which I don't think it is. If we just had one target and not two, it would greatly simplify things, in my opinion. So we might go upstairs and try that, but we got one more thing here.
You're satisfied with my credentials.
Oh, I am. And it is the Soul Gem Emergency Shelmet Defense. Hold B to enter a defensive shelmet mode. While in shelmet, press X to charge forward. This seems like it has potential, I have to say. In addition to not being able to breathe, I'm tired now to the point that my eyes are like closing. So I'm still very much in a severe sleep-deprived state. But so if we press B, we do this. If we hold B... Oh, you crazy lady. Did those guys do damage? Oh, is it gonna time out? Okay, it does time out. Let's see how long we can do this. So, you basically just hold it 2 seconds. Well, I wasn't counting. I'm trying to get the little crabman over here. Okay, so you just step up and press B, and she's done. Let's try this. I'm going to throw that over there. Please, crab people, get to the dummies. Yes! Okay, let me try this. I'm going to throw the squid overboard. Hold B.
Incognito.
Oh, Tidepool. I love it. You know, if I was more alert, I might have come up with that pun, but Incognito, she's a heartbreaker, alright, I tell ya. Something about those little things is enjoyable, so... Yeah, again, if you want to count that, feel free. I think I could do it. I'm honestly just too tired, not gonna lie. So throw that, hold B, press X. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Starting to think there won't be an end. 37, 38, 39, 40. Brace yourselves, we're going in. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Can we get a 57? No. But the soul gem is 57. Can you jump? No. The soul gem's critical would be 57. That's what I meant to say there.
Sweet.
So what if I charge? Are the crab guys with me? There's the critical hit. I was beginning to think we'd never see it. This is very unique. The biggest thing here is what happens. I don't know how we got that ink on them, but what happens in terms of damage that we take. So I'm gonna press the B button now. Okay. I'm going to press the X button. I'm going to press the jump button. We come out. Those guys are still there. I'm going to press the B button and hold it. I'm going to press the Y button and we pop out. Okay, so fine. That's okay. That's actually kind of cool. Emergency Shelmet Defense. We're going to log that as hold 2 seconds. Spawn crabs at 5 to 8, and then we do dash attack 38 to 57. Can seemingly hold perpetually. So if that thing was going to time out, believe you me, it would have timed out. I've got the feeling that I can just run around and do this all over the map. In fact, let's try that. So I'm just going to constantly dash. It gives the illusion of great speed, but it's not. But I can't complain too much. Let's see if we can go through this whole string of shrubs up here and collect some quash. I think we could if we positioned ourselves correctly. But yeah, here's the abandoned amusement park. Here's the dragon wings. And let's venture over towards the academy. She still hasn't timed out. I think it's safe to say that there's probably not a scenario in this game, unless you're doing a challenge video, that you would ever... Oh, you can't press RB when you're in this. Weird.
Skylander Academy.
I can't think of a scenario where you would ever be in Shelmet Defense for that long again, unless you just specifically want to be in Shelmet Defense that long. So, we'll take a look at the Sky Chi. You've already seen it in the base upgrades, but hey, what can I say? The Soul Gem I like. Deep End? Yeah, I don't know. Man, she's cool. Three's a Pod. That's probably my least favorite on this path. And my favorite is Squid Squabble, which it's amazing because big numbers over and over. Not big numbers, but, you know, lower end numbers, not super low end like the other two attacks and the crabs. But how do crabs do 5 to 8 and whales do 4 to 6? You know, I just... Video games, man. Alright, so you know what we're going to do here? I'm going to chuck this thing. And... Alright, now I will dash. Oh, and it does knockback as well, that's cool.
They couldn't stick around any longer.
I can't use RB though, so let's see what the crabs do with this thing.
Quick kick.
9 hits is what I got. Oh, they're stragglers. So yeah, screw that. I'm not gonna count. They're too random for me. Let's kill him with... Okay, so this is Shelmet Defense. And it's pretty cool. I like... Note that what she's walking with is actually her squid pistols. If you pay attention to the animations, as you see and hear... Those are squid pistols, and apparently she also can walk with them, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and showcase the Sky Chi. This does 41 to 71 roughly, and it's very punny. What are you waiting for? So here we go.
Watch this!
We're watching. She's a maniac. And I do love that she rides that whale is cool.
For me, I mean.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It was a good time for all of us. Alright, so now we want to check out... Oh, that does good knockback, though. Oh, he just gets sucked in. Okay, that makes... That's way cooler than it was downstairs. This is great. And I go for the primary anyway. So, whale tip, that's actually useful. That makes it way better than just downstairs, knowing that you can knock enemies back and basically just destroy them in this manner. And then of course you've got to think, if you factor in the squid squabble, I think collectively this is a pretty legit path, I'm not gonna lie. And this is way cooler than it is just with the two training dummies. So that said, I apologize, but I'm just totally drained. It's 2 in the morning. I have to be at work in a few hours. I can't breathe. I probably sound terrible. And I still have to render this video, and I really need to upload it like ASAP because my internet's slow, and that's what I need to do. So what I will do is I will end this here, and Secret Forces is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But my hope is that Aquamarine Raider is something that I will personally prefer slightly better. I can't guarantee that will be the case. I hope it is, because I don't like resetting characters any more than I have to. But I could also see it being a thing where I wind up liking that path, and we just kind of are like, hey, we should be like Wilmer and pick up a second Tidepool. So if money was no issue, that is what I would do, but things on YouTube are not quite what they once were, at least for channels like me that don't sell out to third-party multi-channel networks. So hey, I do what I can, and this kind of keeps it interesting too, sort of having to say, hey, this is the path I would take if I just had one character, and here's why. And truth be told, if I just have one character and I wasn't doing YouTube, I would take both characters. And just like I vent to you about not liking having to get the Sky Chi and grind out the money, I would do that just in my head. Don't think I'd say it out loud to myself, but in my head I would be thinking that. So I guess she just does not want to stand on the trophy switch. Come on. I have faith, Tidepool. I know you can do it. Ha! She did it. What a lady. Alright, so the Soul Gem, though, is kind of cool, I gotta say. And that guy is really annoying. Take care of him, squids. Ha! I like this lady. I've said that like, what, 26 times this time? This video? I don't know. But, yeah, my apologies. I'm just totally wiped out. I pulled in about 3 hours of sleep last night, so that was good, I guess. But, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. If you took Aquamarine Raider and this is your first time seeing Secret Forces, what do you think of the path? Do you think, oh man, I've got to reset her and pick up that squid squabble? Or do you think, oh yes, I'm so glad I took Aquamarine Raider. That path looks terrible. Again, so far, everyone's feedback, it's literally just been split 50-50. And I could see that happening, assuming Aquamarine Raider's damage over time turns out to be big. But Squid Squabble, though, honestly, is huge. It's just amazing. I wish they would have done an increase in attack damage on it. That would have made it way better. 3's a pod kind of seems lame downstairs. When you factor it in with Deep End, and then you saw me spamming those two in conjunction with one another, basically, boom, have a whirlpool created, and then boom, I'm doing it again. That's pretty legit. So let's actually jump down here. I want to see if I can have 2 of them at a time. So there's that guy. I've got that whirlpool. And you can only have one whirlpool at a time, sadly. So, but, I mean, if you look at it like if Persephone was the line of enemies, and I'm just spamming this as I approach, then it would work well because, again, the whales will be knocking them back. They also fan out a little bit better here, which makes that way more enjoyable. But will it be as enjoyable as primary on Aquamarine Raider? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. So, that said, oneofwiisdom.com is my website. Skylanderclub.com is the forum. I created it, I ran it, run it. I made it for people like yourself. So check it out. If you like what you see there, sign up. Similarly, mindlogics.net for all your Minecraft needs. Follow me on Twitter. Like me on Facebook. Circle me on Google+. Don't make me come up here. I wish you could jump down and I could showcase that attack for everybody. But have a good time with it. That's what the forum's there for. I will always tweet my videos. I will always tweet before I live stream, whether I'm live streaming on Mixer, YouTube, or possibly even going back to Twitch, whatever it may be. So yeah, that's that, man. I'm excited to take Aquamarine Raider. I'm not excited to reset her. I'm not excited to get her money. And I am not excited to go through and get her Sky Chi once again to showcase with Aquamarine Raider. I will be even less excited if I in fact prefer Secret Forces over Aquamarine Raider and have to do all that yet again. So once again, my apologies on my voice. I'm doing the best I can here. But hopefully you learned a little something, had some fun. And once again, that channel update was sort of a mess. But if you're interested in knowing what I covered, if you go to my website, oneofwiisdom.com, I've got a blog post and you can just read that. Probably takes you all of like 3 minutes. I will say this though, in Shotgun Farmers, I had some amazing kill streaks. It was a deal where my blue team had way fewer players than the red team, and subsequently I racked up a ton of kills. Previously, my best was you have double kill and then triple kill and then milking it and then utterly ridiculous, and then after that it's like eggtastic. And then you've got gorgeous, and it's gourd like a, gourd like a pumpkin gourd, squash gourd type of a thing. So what lies beyond that, I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. So I'm going to quit rambling, though, before I just completely stuff my nose up. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you back here as we check out Tidepool on her Aquamarine Raider path. I do kind of like that name better, although Secret Forces is cool and punny. So we will see. But after that, we will come in. Again, the plan with Skylanders, if you missed the update video, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is what I want to stick to if at all possible until things slow down. If things slow down, I can amp that up a little bit. But that means Thursday you will probably be seeing Aquamarine Raider, and then Saturday it's most likely going to be Blastertron and his base upgrades. If I happen to find Robo or Chompy Mage prior to that, we'll have unboxings and introductions. But hey, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you back here for yet another installment of Skylanders Research. Adios.